Welcome to Decades of Horror, the 1980s.
There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man. We're all gonna die.
This is episode 305, reviewing Predator from 1987, recorded February 18th, 2026.
Gruesome Magazine.
I am your host, Doc Rodden, and this podcast is about horror films released between 1980 and 1989. Each episode, my co-host and I will tackle another classic or not so classic film from this radical, gory, influential, and gruesome decade. Joining me this week are my co-ghosts, as we say sometimes, and we'll start off with Crystal Cleveland. How you doing?
Good. That's cute. I like the Coco ghost. That's precious. Yeah, I'm good. I'm freaking. I cannot believe that we have not talked about this movie. I'm honestly
it was a little
shocked.
over a decade that we did. It was just me and Thomas, so it was well worth another round.
Like, how has our crew not done this? I don't know how this happened. It's wild. Like, but now I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yay!
Woohoo!
Sometimes I wonder if it's so popular that we think we did it,
Sure,
and we just don't.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
right.
Yeah.
I always thought we did it.
Yeah.
So,
well, we kept meaning to do it, but then a hand that feeds the dead would suddenly crop up. We're like, get out of here,
yeah.
Predator! We got
Random
Klaus
stuff.
Kinski to talk about.
Yeah. All right. That sound you hear and the mouth you see moving is Bill Mulligan, writer, director, special effects guru, all around nice guy, published author.
Yeah,
Rome.
sure am. Rome and other books that I keep meaning to bring down here and don't have. Anyway, I'm doing fine.
I'm gonna have to hit you up sooner.
My wife's countdown to my retirement is about to crack 100. So yeah.
Ooh,
Exciting.
Wow.
sweet.
nice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Get closer and closer.
Yep.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
And
I know, right?
well, I got to move back from my table.
What are you doing? You keep hurting yourself.
I got my knuckles against my table. Also joining us tonight is Chad Hunt. He's a comic book artist and co-host of Decades of Horror Classic Era and the 70s. And he's a writer, producer, director at Wreak Havoc Productions. How you doing, Chad?
Yes.
I ain't no man.
What the?
Is that how you're doing? That's it? All right.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Upward and onward.
Yep.
People don't need to know how I'm doing. I'm doing fantastic all the time. I'm amazing. I'm fantastical.
I like to see you.
I'm unbelievable. I mean, I'm make-believe. I don't really exist.
All right. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to start off giving you our first impressions and our current impressions of Predator 1987. Then we're going to dig into the cast of characters. We're going to look into the promotion and the cast and other production members. And then we'll wrap things up with feedback, which you should stick around for. That's a lot of fun. Of course, we are partnering with Play Now Media, and you can find Decades of Horror Gruesome Magazine on our Decades or 80s on Wicked Horror TV. So check it out.
Yep.
It's
good stuff.
Before we get going, I want to quickly invite you to like and subscribe and share with a friend. Each click will help us find another horror fan just like you. All right, let's look at the card. Ba-boom. Predator, 1987. Directed by John McTieran. McTieran, right?
McTieran.
Written by Jim
McTieran.
Thomas and John Thomas. Composers Alan Silvesti. Cinematographers Donald McAlpine. The special effects is a huge crew of people from Stan Winston, Robert Kurtzman, Greg Nicotero, Howard Berger, Screaming Mad George, Steve Johnson, Tom Woodruff Jr., and actually more.
That's all of them.
That's kind of insane. That's like every effects artist at the time, right?
I was going to say, that's all of them.
I'm glad Screaming Mad George became a makeup guy, because with a name like that, imagine if he tried to be like a bank teller.
Okay.
Mr. Screaming Mad, can I see you in my office?
I'm not going to be able to finish this now. The cast includes Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers, Elpidia Carillo. I'm not a good Spanish pronouncer. Bill Duke, Jesse Ventura, Sonny Landham, Richard Chaves, R.J. Armstrong, Shane Black, and Kevin Peter Hall. And one surprise person that didn't make it to the screen. We'll talk about that later. You probably already know. Production company is 20th Century Fox. Release date was June 12th, 1987 in the U.S. The budget was $15 million. Worldwide box was $98 million. It was a smashing success and made it was number 2.
$15 million.
Yeah,
like it looks like freaking so much more. It looks way more expensive than that. Sorry, I think that's cheap.
Yep.
Sorry.
Number 2 of the year. There's only one film that beat it. You're going to ask me what it is. I'm going to have to go find it. So all I remember is number 2. All right. A team of commandos on a mission in Central America jungle find themselves hunted by an extraterrestrial warrior.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Boy, do they.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me tell you, like 15 million blows my mind. I'm serious. Like,
But I mean, it's a different time too, because you also look at 98 million. Boy, if a movie makes 98 million now, it's a box office dud.
Mm-hmm.
But that was
true.
huge money back then. But yeah, 15 million. Maybe there's something to be said for actual costumes and using real pyrotechnics, and I don't know.
Yep. Yeah.
Get out of my yard.
Yep.
Oh my God. All right, let's find out what our first impressions, when we first saw it, and what do we think of it today. And we'll start off with the young lady who picked this film, Crystal Cleveland.
Yeah. Okay, so I saw this movie when I was a kid, whatever. I don't remember when, but I remember I freaking loved this. I remember this movie very vividly because I was just like, I don't know what it is about it, but it really blew my mind. The whole concept of it, I freaking loved. I still do. Obviously, I still think that this is such a phenomenal film, but like the way that the mystery unfolds is so good. It's normally like, not seemingly one of those type of movies that I would like. It's like this war environment and stuff, but there's just such a little bit of that. But I did like that too, how you got to see a little bit of that with the Russians and stuff. The movie's just phenomenal. The acting is great. The dudes are freaking great. I mean, there's some scenes in this that are unforgettable. Obviously, it has some of the most memorable quotes of any movie of all time. Like, get to the chopper. Obviously, everyone knows get to the chopper. If it bleeds, I can kill it, which is like one of my I mean, it's just it paved the way for a lot of films, and it's so iconic. The creature looks amazing, and I totally agree with Bill because having a person in there, it gave such life to the alien. Just the way he like stomps around, he just seems so powerful too. I'll never forget when you see like the little, how he's like invisible, but you see the waviness. I was like, that is so. I was just like, I just remember thinking, this is so cool. This is so cool. So, I mean, yeah, I love this film. I loved it, and I still love it. It's fantastic. I really like the second one a lot too,
Yeah.
because you find out more about the aliens. But I love that at the end of this, you realize that all they're doing is coming down to hunt. And they're not going to hunt someone that doesn't have a weapon. I like that they have rules and like they follow that. Like it's just for sport to them, but they want to fight. They don't want to just like go and just kill whatever. I like that he takes the trophies. Y'all, this movie's super good. That's all.
Yeah, they play on those trophies in later films.
Yeah, I just love it. I love it. It's so brilliant. It's so well done.
Yeah, I ain't got time to bleed. I like that quote.
Yeah.
Chad Hunt, you're up next. When did you see it when it first came out? And
Yes.
Up today?
I saw it in the movies, in theaters when it came out, and it fooled me.
Awesome.
I didn't know really all that much about it. Usually I was very on top of stuff like this, But I thought I was just going to see another Schwarzenegger action movie. And about half hour, 45 minutes in or so, it's turns into a sci-fi action film with one of the most incredible monsters I've ever seen put on film, and one of my favorites too. So I came out of that thing. I think I must have went back and saw Predator the first time like 4 or 5 times. I loved it so much, and it just keeps getting better every single time I see it. You know, but it really is good. It's well directed. The creature effects are awesome. It's hard to believe it was made for that little bit of money. But to thinking in today's terms. But the characters, you came to the first half of the movie, you really got to know these guys and what they were all about. And you came to care about them, you knew their names by the end of the movie. So when the time for the execution start and the killing starts, you sort of feel bad for these guys because you've gotten to know them for the first half of the film and what makes them tick and everything. And I was a big wrestling fan at the time. So Jesse, the Body Ventura was in there, and I love seeing him. And Shane Black, I knew who he was from the Monster Squad and all that, or I came to know him from the Monster Squad. So a lot of cool people in it, a lot of cool action, special effects, blood, makeup effects. Testosterone fueled madness is definitely what this movie is all about, and just you'd never seen anything like it. It was a different kind of Schwarzenegger movie, really. It was, and so I still love it. I'll watch it 20 times a year sometimes. Give me the chance. I love it so much, and it still holds up. It still holds up today, which says a lot. A lot of movies don't, but this one does, and it's still one of my favorites of all time.
Excellent. Bill, sir, did you see it in the movie theater?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
And what do you think of it today?
I was stoked for it from Fangoria and other things. I knew it was science fiction, and pretty much was a fan of Stan Winston by that time. And yeah, I love this kind of movie. It's the kind of movie they don't make as much anymore. You get a bunch of quirky guys, and there's a mission, and who lives and who dies. Not everybody makes it out alive, but it's going to have a happy ending, whether it's Kelly's Heroes or The Dirty Dozen, or in this case, we've got a Predator going. And I love the efficiency of it. Chad's right. The first chunk of the movie, even before the Predator shows up, you're entertained because these guys are really over the top, but very broad strokes, but we get to know them. They deliver the goods. They take out half of South America.
It does feel that way.
And they clearly, they know what they're doing. They establish very quickly on these guys are the baddest of the badasses, and no one can stand up to them, even a small army. And then this one Predator pretty much takes them all out. Dang. I mean, that's how you establish the stakes. And just solid. And yeah, it totally holds up. Now. It's pure 80s, but it's well done. The action sequences are great. This is a real defining movie. And I really did like the second one as well. Different, but they didn't try to just tell the same story, which I appreciate. I don't know that, I've got to see some of the more recent ones. I did like Badlands. I haven't seen the newest one. And then we had the Dream alien, bring in the aliens too, because that seems like a natural thing, and that didn't quite live up to its potential. But this is a great film, and definitely still holds up. Probably always will. Yeah,
they teased the aliens in Predator 2 when you got to see inside the ship, and there was a Predator skull, alien skull. So yeah. Oh man, when this came out in the theaters, I'm like Chad. It blew me away. I'm sure I saw it at least twice. I can't looking back, I don't know if I saw it in the theater so many times or I just saw it when it finally hit cable. But I watched it, and then I've owned couple different copies of it, right? And it does hold up today. The special effects, which of course is a man in a suit, but it's so well built, and it's iconic now. And from everything from the dreads to, I mean, everything about it is iconic. The only thing they've improved on really is the invisible part of him, or he's not really invisible, but he's cloaked.
He's got that,
Yeah. So that, I mean, visually, and then they've improved some of the Predator vision. But that's only because of technical stuff. But the character itself, it's still relevant today and plays real well. And especially when you have somebody behind it that knows how to, tackle this genre and tackle the character. So the last three films, one of them being animated, have been absolutely brilliant. And I have a soft spot for the Alien versus Predator, even though both of them are set.
I like them.
So
I mean, I enjoy them, not because of the quality of the movie, but just because of they're gonna fight.
It's fun.
I hope they do.
It actually made me a little bit sad though, because I mean, you kind of root for the Predators because they have some morals, it feels like, or something, like the aliens. The code helps a lot. Like, that is actually the best and most clever way to get me to back a bad guy, because I'm like, well,
right,
if you
he's got a code,
you wouldn't be in this mess, like if you didn't get a gun and try to shoot them, they won't hurt you. And then the pregnant lady in Predator 2, when they didn't kill the pregnant lady, I was like, that's so
and that was what was one of the great things about it, is they didn't give away all that. They just gave you little pieces of it where you can figure out what he's doing exactly, that he's hunting these guys. But it didn't lay out the whole backstory of what, the culture of the Predators, and which I like.
And it's perfect because you didn't even need it, because they did such a good job.
Right.
I like how they have their little trophies even hanging off their outfit, everything about them. You know exactly what is happening. It's show don't tell. It's the perfect example of show don't tell.
Right.
Yeah,
all his little repair kits that he had when he would get hurt, that kind of thing showed you they were an intelligent species, and they, they advanced and that kind of thing. So they showed you, they didn't tell you.
Because let's be real, with humans, they wouldn't have just come down. Humans wouldn't have just come down to take their fallen comrade's body. Okay, they would have killed all that was left and then taken his body. But they're honorable. They just took him. That was you mess around, you find out. You decided to hunt.
Stick around and find out. The exposition is minimal. I mean, it's reactionary one-liners, right? Like when Dutch realizes they can't see him when he's all covered in mud. That's all you get. That's all you get.
Yeah, it's so good. Yep. I love
appreciate
when he's
the fact
hanging on the tree.
Yeah, I appreciate that they don't have what you see so often where the character talks out loud. He can't see me if I'm covered in mud. It's like, we figured that out. Give the audience some credit for some intelligence.
Yep. Yeah, and we all think the pig should be bigger. If you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We are going to do something very special tonight. Well, we do it all the time.
Still special.
Still special indeed. And of course, that is the taglines with Chad.
Oh, I thought we were doing the cards. This ain't so special.
No, it's time for taglines with Chad.
Okay.
Let's do it this way so we can see your face.
Yeah. Oh, no, go back.
You're one ugly. Okay. Taglines for Predator. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Nothing like it has ever been on Earth before.
Yeah, that's debatable.
If You ever been in the backwoods of North Carolina?
Yeah.
It came for the thrill of the hunt. It picked the wrong man to hunt.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's fine.
Soon the hunt will begin, but before it does, he picked the wrong man to do the hunt with.
What?
Oh, what the hell?
Was that real?
No. We cannot see it, but it sees the heat of our bodies and the heat of our fear.
Which comes off your bodies.
Which emanates from the body.
Yeah.
In this movie, Arnold will experience every meaning of the word pain. You sure that's a tagline?
That's silly.
Terrible. That's terrible.
That's one of those Jeff made it up and threw it in there, taglines.
Oh my gosh.
You don't call him Arnold. You got to call him
in this segment, Chad will experience every meaning of the word pain.
All right, that has been Taglines with Chad.
Chad's our hero, cool and rad. With him reading taglines, they can't be that bad.
Now I got to scroll all the way up to the top to get rid of that. All right. We are going to get into our next segment, which is
tell them how the soup's made, Doc.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's magic. We're doing magic here.
Behind the scenes. We're going into a new segment we call Cast of Characters. This is where we talk about the character and we kind of put the actor's face to the name. And
since you started this, we keep picking movies with huge casts of characters.
It's insane. Yeah. And of course, we also want your feedback about this new segment. What you think of it? How do you like it? And should we keep doing it? And stick around for the feedback that we have for previous shows at the end of this show. All right, let's get it going. First up is Dutch, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's the leader of the elite private military rescue team. And his real name is Major Alan Dutch Schaefer.
It's funny because I was watching this with Mason and he was like, wow, Arnold Schwarzenegger was Moggin. And I'm like, duh. Everyone loved Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was attractive. Sorry. Yeah, he was saying how attractive. Yeah. I was like, he was so hot then. But in his mind, he only knows
old, wrinkly,
old dude. Yeah.
He was in his prime here. He was.
Oh,
he really
yeah.
Was. You know,
he looks like an action figure that the Blue Fairy brought to life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's perfect for Dutch.
Yeah.
Who also has a code. He mentions it quite a few times that he doesn't do that sort of thing. He wants to rescue, not murder or kill. Mm-hmm. So we get to, which is kind of the opposite of the next character we're going to talk about.
I guess it depends who it is. I think they were all pretty good dudes, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like these group of guys.
Yeah, I like them, but on the one hand, when you're watching this, you're like, do you think they lose any sleep? Oh, that one guy that we set on fire, the way he screamed, man, probably should have shot him in the head or something. I mean, the number of people who are taken off this mortal coil by these guys is in the high numbers. Now, I mean, it was him or them. I mean, that war is hell.
There's a slight contradiction to what he says, but he certainly doesn't.
Well, no, you want someone. Sometimes you look just because there is a time to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Which they did.
That time was they just I would want to be in the jungle with these guys. They're crazy, but they're not pieces of shit.
No, they're not.
That's good.
I will say though,
if you're trying to hurt the girl,
if you're trying to rescue hostages, launching grenades willy-nilly may not be the way to go.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
Or throwing a knife completely through a man's body hard enough till he sticks to the wall behind him and saying, "Stick around."
Oh my God, I forgot about that one.
That's the only thing I hate about this character is he just. If they would have went, the same old Arnold one-liners that he's done in every other movie. If they'd have played him a little more serious, I think it would have been a better choice, considering the movie. But it turned it into just another one of those cheesy action films that
became a cliche very fast.
It really wasn't that much of a cliche in '87 yet, right? and it was kind of
Mhm.
what everybody was looking for.
Maybe not. I don't know. Raw Deal, and all those had come out already, and Commando, which is rife
Oh yeah.
with one-liners
Oh my gosh, is it not? Well,
uh,
this was reserved compared to some of those.
yeah, he was, but it just that sort of took me out of the movie a little bit for the character. Doing the one-liners. So if it's give it a rest for one movie at least. For this one,
he did lose 25 pounds for this role.
Really?
I was going to say he's kind of small here,
Yeah.
which is good. It looks better because, quite frankly, he was always too big.
He's too swole.
Better.
Too swole.
Yeah, like I don't.
He did it so he'd be more agile. Sorry, Crystal. Go ahead.
Well, and the reality is, none of these militiamen would have that bodybuilder body.
No, of course
they'd
not.
be in good shape. Don't get me wrong.
But
the truth is, they'd probably have some pudginess to them before they go out on a mission like this, and then be that cut after the mission because they've lost the fat. They'd want to store up on the fat. Trust me, like they'd eat a lot because they get a lot of exercise and a lot of movement. Yeah, like it's better this way. That he was
the guys
lower.
who took out Bin Laden did not look like this.
No.
World class ass kickers. Please don't come.
Oh my God!
If you listen close, you can hear hut, 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 outside Bill's house.
Oh, excuse me, there's a knock at the door, a loud, insistent.
Someone's rappelling from my roof. Hold on.
All right.
Kiss his ass, boys.
Oh, now we can't take it out.
Man.
All right. Next character is Dylan, played by Carl Weathers. This is the one
I freaking love Carl Weathers.
Yeah, Carl
okay,
Weathers.
so him and the other dude, which we'll talk about him, is the funniest part of the movie to me. Okay, their interaction, him looking at the other guy is the
Bill Duke.
He's
Bill
like,
Duke, yeah.
He's like, goddamn, dude, are you okay? Even with the day, he's like, see it, and he's like, yeah, and then he does see it. But that shit was hilarious. That stuff is so funny. He's like, God, this dude is really crazy. That's funny. Okay, yeah.
He felt so out of place as far as the rest of the guys were. I mean,
he's so reserved.
Yeah, he was. I'm sure his character was a capable soldier and was able to keep up with them, but he was not in on with the group, Yeah. So he always felt like when he stepped on that twig and Bill Duke, you give up our position one more time, I'm gonna ghost you and leave you here. That kind of. I love that. I love that part.
Which really worked well too, because you had the feeling like this character is the biggest ass kicker in his group, but in this group, no, he's bottom of the totem pole. He's below Shane Black even.
Because he's not crazy. Honestly, he hasn't gotten to the crazy. He's too well adjusted. That's really
pencil pusher. He's a pencil pusher, as they call him.
Yeah,
I'd like to see the size of those pencils that he
probably push a pencil through a brick wall.
Yeah. Look at those arms, Jesus.
Yeah, I remember seeing it for the first time. I was surprised. Spoilers: he dies.
Oh, me too.
I remember that.
Actually, what's crazy is like, I don't know how. Every time I watch it, it's like, how does this end again? Do they all get blown up? I'm serious. I don't know why the ending doesn't stick with me. I don't know why. And I've seen it way too many times. It's insane that it doesn't like. But yeah.
But he didn't go out like a punk. He went out like one of the guys. He went out like one of the rest of the guys.
I knew everyone was going to go except for Arnold and the lady, but I did expect that he would make it like to the end,
to the last.
Sacrifice his life, to save Arnold and give him one more chance. So yeah, having him taken out relatively early, he and Jesse being taken out so early definitely raised the stakes. Like, this
no one's safe.
Doesn't mess around.
No. Yeah, and his death is insanely memorable. Turning around with his
that one arm on the ground, still firing a gun. Awesome stuff.
And then he reaches like I still have one usable arm, whereas I'd just be crying and like my arm. I'm just trying to stop the blood flow, but
they did already showed that it cauterizes this particular.
Yeah, the laser
Yeah, it
cauterizes
does.
it.
You're
Mhm.
probably right. It probably didn't hurt that much.
No, it hurt. I'm sure it hurt.
Well,
It's just I don't think
I
it was
mean,
bleeding out all over the place.
You big baby.
that
It's cauterized.
heat would
Just for
like.
the flesh wound.
I would hurt worse.
I'm just thinking about how that would feel. I will tell you that one time I was doing some wood burning, like the little cutter, and I grabbed the pen and I touched the heat here, right?
Yep.
Ouch.
And
Ouch.
but let me tell you, yeah, that's what you would think, right? But I burned it so deep that I didn't feel anything. There's just a big hole, and I felt nothing. Because I guess I just burned my nerves.
Cauterized your own
So-
wound.
Yeah, isn't that
interesting.
wild? Like, because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, so it's funny because it hurt later, because obviously, like, it stabbed up and all that stuff, and then it started to hurt, but it did not hurt. Like, I'm not kidding. It hurt for like the second that I felt it, and then that was it. I felt nothing.
I've got a
That
very
was
similar
weird.
story. I was putting a
Mhm.
letter into an envelope and got a paper cut and screamed like a little girl.
I didn't expect that's what your story would be.
It reminds me of a Punisher story where Punisher had this suspect, I guess, with his arms above him with his shirt off, and he had a torch sitting next to him. So he takes a popsicle and starts to slowly press it against the guy's back while he's got the torch just flaming, and the guy's screaming in pain, like it's so cold, it's so hot it feels cold, and the guy's screaming in pain while he just pushes the popsicle. Yeah,
The idea though.
Depends where you stick the popsicle.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Well, it was a
Yeah. That would be
Comics
horrible.
Code Authority issue.
Yeah,
so.
they can only go so far.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like in one of the Daredevil episodes. Anyway, moving on. Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
My
This
man.
guy.
I did not realize. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know why. We even saw this before, and I was like, "Who is that?" That's the governor dude too,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He ran for governor and everybody laughed, and then he won. And they stopped laughing.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
maybe
6'4",
one or two.
250 pounds.
God dang sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Yes.
And that ludicrous gun, that
Look at that
gun that
hat.
clearly is
Okay.
supposed to be strapped onto a helicopter, but he's just walking around with it just in case we need to level a whole section of rainforest.
He made that gun popular because I swear I saw it in every action movie ever made after this movie.
You're right. But I like this character. And he goes pretty early too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Goes
He gets
Yes.
his rib cage blown out. Yeah.
Blown through him.
Yeah. Which was
And we had no idea what was going on at that point. It was just laser balls coming out from nowhere. But yeah, I love Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. I remember just being shocked by that scene. As much as I was shocked by Carl Weathers, it's just like, oh my God. It's just so sudden, right? It was like, dang.
You just didn't expect them to be taken out so quickly and so rapidly. And so it was a shock when that scene came and they're all getting blown away.
And the reactions to his death were great too, because like with Bill Duke, you see these guys were buddies and no one thought he'd be the one to go out. I mean, they had to know every mission is a risk. It's just a matter of time. But
yeah, and they plow down the the jungle. They do nick him though, and that's when we find out about the green
gooey blood.
Green blood, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a genius thing to do. This alien who hunts and is stealthy and this and that has green fluorescent blood. That's just what a twist of fate that turns out to be.
All right. Up next, we've talked about her a little bit. Anna, played by Elpidia Carillo.
I liked her a lot.
She was quiet. Yeah, she was just like cool. I mean, she wasn't stupid.
No, she also knew.
Mm-hmm.
She knew the legend and everything, so she gave a little bit of exposition.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was the one that did the most exposition, but still, it was like this. It took a while to get to it. That was a pretty smart move, and I liked the way she was like flirting with the Shane Black's character.
Oh
right?
yeah,
And Hopper, and of course that was right before he got killed, got murked.
Yep.
But she was, I mean, and I liked the one scene that it's a quick scene. It's almost a throwaway scene, but it's so informative for both these characters. Is that when the Predator shows up with Arnold and her sitting there, she wants to pick up one of the guns,
grabs, and he tells her no,
and he kicks it. He keeps it out of her hand. Yeah,
I think he understood. I think he understood then. In my opinion, I think he understood then what the deal was with the creature, that it was going after them, because it did not touch her at all. If you notice, like, she had been completely just left alone, and I think he understood to some degree that it was what it was doing, which is brilliant. And it is brilliant that they kind of show you that there. You may or may not pick it up, but you definitely pick it up in the second film, yeah.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Yep. Bill Duke, we talked about him.
Oh my God, I love him. Oh my God.
That little shtick with the razor blade,
the shaving scene is brilliant. It's insane.
Gonna have me some fun.
I love it.
Gonna have me some fun.
Yeah, he starts singing the song.
But that really, his arc in this and his acting in this is so good.
So good.
Because he really brought out that friendship that he had with Jesse, and he started to like lose it mentally because he couldn't. His friend is gone, and they can't figure out why. And it was just great. The whole scene of him underneath the brush, and he's looking up and he sees the Predator, and then he's attacked by the tiny pig.
Yeah,
it was great. That was a great scene.
Also, he's the one guy who really sells what it's like to be in the jungle, because he sweats more than a Gatorade commercial.
I like the way Bill brought out. I like the way he's shaving all the time. He can't stand stubble to be on his face.
And then that inevitable one where suddenly he stops and cuts a little too deep, and it makes him bleed.
Didn't it snap? It snapped, I believe.
That's right.
It
snapped it. Yeah.
Just great stuff. And he's missing half his ear.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what did he get a fight with Tyson? What happened?
It kind of looks like it might be wrestling still. It still looks like cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
he brought or maybe you can't. He brought the razor to the script. It wasn't in the script. He brought it.
Really? And they added the special effect and everything for him.
They had to scramble all of a sudden and get something there.
It totally worked, and it really freaking, because I'll never forget Mason. Mason was like, "What?" And I was like, "Right? It's crazy. It's perfect. It's crazy. It's insane that's what he's doing." Okay, so first you just see him doing it, and he's all sweaty. And what the?
That that 100% doesn't surprise me at all.
And then when he was full in,
it made him stand out from the other characters, though.
And that's they'll tell you, depending on who you have as an acting teacher, but a lot of times they'll say have some prop, have some little thing. You might just keep it in your pocket, but it's yours. It's the characters. It has a backstory, and he did that. And he just was smart enough to have one that you could also start doing. Like, that makes that character stand smart.
Peter Cushing did that a lot.
Peter Cushing
He was famous for it. Yeah.
But he's great in this. I love that character. Mac. We used to, every time Schwarzenegger would yell Mac, we'd take a drink.
He had the strongest arc of the bunch.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, he's also got a super expressive face. That face has seen some stuff.
Yes. Yeah, and I like it. Like you said, when he's looking at it, he goes, "I see him." He's pointing a finger. It's raw intensity. Insane. Here's another character I liked, and that was Billy.
I like all of them. They're all good in their own way. Like this guy's just obviously just the typical badass.
This is probably the only one of them that has really killed somebody, though. in real life. I mean, really,
Right.
Sonny Landham is a maniac. If you ever read up about him,
Oh man, what
he was always
talk
getting
about a
trouble on
story
set,
arc.
fighting, and
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
But I
But,
like his character because the line you opened up with at the beginning of the show just really just set the tone for the rest of the movie, right?
yeah, that was like a turning point.
And
Kind of.
now it is a cliche. Whenever you have the group of men from diverse backgrounds, there's always the Native American. Everyone calls him Chief. He's got this one with the land, and he's an expert tracker, and he knows things that the others don't. You know, the wind speaks to him, whatever. Doesn't matter. Worked perfectly great in this. And his final confrontation, we don't even see it. But in our minds, it was a pretty intense 4 seconds.
What a scream. That was him screaming, by the way.
Yeah.
Off screen, when he got killed, he screamed off camera, and it was
you don't need
slices his chest open so the predator could see the heat signature from the blood coming out. Great stuff.
Yeah, it almost had. I always like, why didn't we get to see that? But at the same time, the impact of not seeing it, is maybe greater.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
all the fight.
Yeah.
Just be another kill, and we've already seen lots of people killed.
Now, what they do with him is they save him to show what Predator does with the kills.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's him that we get the whole cleaning process. All the other skulls are sitting there.
We see a callback to his death in Predator 2 when the gang, the street gang leader, the guy who's throwing the bones and everything, you know.
Yes. Right. Next up is Pancho, played by Richard Chaves.
So this guy gets lost for me a little bit. I like the dude who tells the jokes is the one that I remember more.
Right.
This guy doesn't have as much of a personality to me.
He got the short end of the characterization stick.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately.
But he makes it further than the rest of them other than Arnold do.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not doing well, but he made it.
He blows things up real good, so I got that going.
Yeah, but what is his
nice hair? That's nice.
When he's with Jesse Ventura, and Jesse Ventura says, "I got no time to bleed," and he goes, "You got time to duck," and he throws the.
I remember.
Yeah, that was my bad. It was Calvin Lockhart that played the Jamaican gang leader.
Thank you.
Sorry.
They played that scene on WWF over and over again because Vince McMahon was so happy to have one of his boys suddenly making it big in Hollywood. Although it ultimately pretty much led to Jesse leaving the WWF because he got in demand and Vince wanted a cut of everything, but well.
And Roddy Piper was right behind him doing stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
Because was it even before? When did
They Live was late 80s, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so it must have been the year after this, right? 88. I can't remember what year it is. Anyway,
I think this movie, I think Jesse's success here is one of the things that sold Hollywood. It's like, hey, wait a minute, we've got like a whole bunch of famous athletic guys who know how to act real broadly. So,
but he's not the first.
No.
There's
Batista?
No, but
what about Roddy Piper?
No, but go back further.
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln. That's exactly what I was thinking. I know who.
Well, he did get his own movie, Vampire Slayer.
He played Sasquatch in.
Andre, yeah.
Andre the Giant. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right?
Right? Like the Princess Bride?
Yeah. He played Bigfoot in the $6 Million Man.
So he was first. There's probably more. I mean.
Oh yeah, Gorgeous George made a movie.
Go to Mexico, right? So they're all there.
Fred Blassie was on the Dick Van Dyke Show. I mean,
there you go.
Oh, how about Tor Johnson?
Yeah.
Wow. Now you got a top 10 going. All right. The last of the crew is Shane Black as Hawkins.
Come on, the
Interesting
jokes are funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're pretty funny.
because they were so bad.
They were so. It's the explaining that makes it funny.
Yeah, but it does have a purpose because the predator captures the laugh,
Yeah.
so he can mimic it.
Oh,
later.
yeah. Mhm.
So it does have a purpose. It's not just thrown in there. But Shane Black brought those jokes. Shane
Yeah.
Black was at this time was a writer.
Yeah, he was a screenwriter.
Right, and John McTieran wanted him on board so he could be there for
Punch
the
up
script.
things. Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Well, there's a
That's
great
actually-
idea for Hollywood
He
types
did a
out there.
good job.
Hiring writers to be in your
Yeah.
movies.
But yeah, so he I mean, he was also, he didn't have to be buff or like the others because he
Mm-mm.
was the communications guy. So
Mhm.
You
But
don't need to have giant abs to crank the radio.
no, but it does. What your earlier you said like Kelly's Heroes, The Wild Bunch, was it the Dirty Dozen? This really is in ranks with those. It's just with an alien,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, there's always been the classic trope of the 5-man army. You got the leader, the second in command, the muscle, the wisecracking intelligence guy, who's usually the weakest one of the bunch.
The
and has a-
munitions expert, the explosives expert.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, they even do that with the boys, don't they, Chad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sort of, kind of, right?
Yeah. But he was good in the role.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
he really was. He was funny, even though he wasn't telling funny jokes. He told them in a way, and like Bill, I think Bill said, the explaining of the joke afterwards is what made it so hilarious.
Well, it's like
Yes.
remember Johnny Carson. Of course, you all do. Kids today don't, but Johnny Carson was never funnier than when a joke bombed, and then he would build on it and try to overcome. And you fell in love with him.
Yeah,
That was the best thing. A bad joke when he was doing Karnak and a joke people would boo.
Yeah.
That was just the start of something even funnier. So yeah, his character was great.
Yeah.
As far as him goes.
Then we have R.G. Armstrong as General Phillips, 2-star general, right? And what they have. And you said that, my God, he says that in every movie.
Man, somebody look this up or somebody do some research on this. Every single movie I've ever seen him in, he's got the same react. Oh my God. And it's great because the way he says it is just like, it's just amazing how oh my God, like he's just seen the most terrifying thing he's ever seen before. He did it in this movie. He did it in The Beast Within. A couple other movies I've seen him in. He says it in every stinking movie.
Well, look at that face. Look at the intent. That is the face of my gym coach demanding that I climb to the top of the rope.
Yeah, it looks like plaster cracking.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh.
Homer Phillips.
All right. Well, we have one more character that we need to talk about, and that is the Predator itself.
God.
Obviously.
What a face.
And what
Look how cool.
what a great design.
Yep.
It's not the first design. Yeah, we'll get to that here in a second. And it's not the first actor. We'll get to that in a second. But oh my gosh, because you don't see it, right? Because I don't even think they advertised the face, right, until later.
No, not at
You
all.
saw
He
it
always had the mask on.
Right? And he took it off.
And any of the marketing, I don't believe had the real face. It was always had the mask on. Because I remember in one of the trailers, Arnold swings a branch or something, and he hits it or blocks it, and the branch splinters and stuff like that. He was wearing the mask during the whole thing. But this is a great design. I mean, it's so original and so. The Predator was really envisioned at first being rednecks that get drunk and go hunting on the weekends. That's how he was originally envisioned, not this honorable, you know, from a race that does, that's what they do, is hunt other races. But he was to be more of a redneck type of of alien that just comes to Earth to hunt and fish and do
Choice
whatever.
to change that concept.
Yeah. But it turned into something that when he saw that face for the first time, not only were
That's so
you
cool. Mhm.
yeah, and he roars at Arnold, you know, that was just
And
the articulation in the face and the
Fangs
emotion in
come
the
out.
face.
It's a
Yeah, it was
great
just
design.
amazing. Mhm.
It's undeniably alien, but there is expression there. It's a malevolent expression, but there's also intelligence. They managed to get that in there too. That's not an easy thing to pull off. But
Well,
then you
their
got
Their armor is so cool too. Think about
Yeah.
that. I love the armor with like such a neat design. It's
even
brilliant.
the braids are awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they do follow a very strong core concept about building a costume or a mask. You got to show the eyes. You leave the eyes because that's where the emotion is going to come from.
Yeah.
That's where the character is going to come from. And rare doesn't work without it. Alien being one of them.
Right. But there, of course, they're trying to establish that the xenomorphs don't have any personality. They are just relentless killing machines.
Right.
Yep. They're more like an animal as opposed to.
And not showing the eyes on the alien makes it more farther away from human as it can possibly be. Even though in the original Alien design you can see a human skull in there, but who knows what that was designed for. But this one, yeah, you can see the brows come down. You can see he's angry. Just
Stan
great
Winston
stuff.
at his best. Oh my gosh, this is.
Yeah,
so
even
good.
the color, everything about it, because it does kind of look almost amphibian-like with its texture of the skin and the color. But obviously, that mouth is so genius, so spooky.
And I love that when he had Arnold or Dutch, right in his grasp, literally in his grasp, he could just snap his neck or kill him or pull his head off. He puts him down, takes off all his armor, and fights him. Alien to man, and that just made that character so much better.
Yeah.
And of course gave us that great fight scene. And then also the having the huge explosion bomb thing on his wrist.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just shy of a nuclear blast.
Well, it makes sense though, because they can't risk getting caught if they know they're going to die, because that would, I mean, they're obviously, they've been doing this for years on our planet, coming down here to hunt. So like, they can't like give themselves away.
Can't leave their tech, leave their tech around.
Right.
Yep.
Which I think Predator 2 established that they've known about the Predators coming to Earth for years. They just hadn't been able to get a hold of their tech because they blow themselves to smithereens every time one of them is defeated.
Yeah, and then in Aliens versus Predator, we see a flashback to the pyramids, and they do it for a different reason.
I mean, look at Prey.
And Prey did too. Oh, yeah. And the animated film. Oh my gosh, it goes through 3 different.
Oh my gosh,
it's wonderful. But I'm going to go back to the locks or one more time, because with Badlands, when it came out, he had them tied back in the back, and you couldn't really see them, and people were livid that he didn't have,
because they're so cool looking.
I know, but people reacted.
There's something about them when they're like just fly. It's like, goddamn, that dude is gonna kill you.
Well, they kind of based it on how guys kept their hair now anyway, shaved up the side and back with most of it on top. I think that's what they were trying to reflect. But
and it's supposed to be a younger Predator as well,
because all this sides were clean, and on this one, I think and I read a lot of the Predator comics, so a lot of the markings on the face and you see on the eyebrows, the little pins that are coming out of the skin there, they don't get those until they start getting really old, or older rather. So this is an older Predator, I guess. But
So much fun. All right, let's get into how they promoted the film, starting off with the poster.
Okay, the posters are garbage. The posters are just garbage.
Yeah.
This is inexcusable for 87, okay? This is
Yep.
inexcusable. They've had so many cool posters, and then they give us this garbage. This is trash. I can't even stand to look at it. I'm not kidding. It's an abomination for such a good film. Sorry.
It gets worse. All right, let's look at some of the others.
Oh, okay. This one, I don't know what country this is from, but
it looks like
better than the
looks
other
like
one.
a paperback novel
It looks like Thailand.
Yeah, it does.
from the 70s. Yeah.
looks
But
like
at
they
least
were
the
doing-
Predator looks dope.
Yeah,
Like, look at
Predator
him
looks
back
cool.
there. He
We
looks
got a
cool.
little bit of everything there, and Arnold looks like someone drawing Arnold from memory, but okay. We got
It kind of does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
we got all our favorite characters.
Yeah, and the best scenes for some of them. All right, and then we have this one, which is
Wow. Everything
Jeez,
Crystal
that
Lake
makes
called.
him look like the alien.
Yeah, he's got like
Yeah,
a bunch of
it's
eyes.
it's awful. And then the next one has 4 of them.
Oh,
Oh, I hate
They
these
had
kind
so
of posters.
many good, they had so many good artist posters. In the
oh, but
past.
this is
What
this
is
is
the
like
naked lady doing? That's insane.
these are like
That's
Ghana
insane.
posters, which are kind of infamous for not necessarily adhering to the letter.
Yeah,
or the
sometimes you'll
spirit.
see "Eat at Joe's" in the lettering on them or something like that.
I mean, look at the heads he's holding. They don't even seem terribly upset.
Yeah, they look happy about it. He's going to take us home.
I'd
And
put any one of these on my wall.
Schwarzenegger holding onto that tiny helicopter because the artist can't draw perspective with the
That's
shit.
right.
oh my God, look at that. That is
A
insane.
drone helicopter.
Catch that.
It's funny. Oh my God.
King Kong.
He's a giant.
And look at the one on the left bottom looks like, look at all my skulls. Give me a high five.
Yeah.
Well, that's taken from a promotional picture
Oof.
that they did. There
Disgusting.
was some promo pictures with Arnold and the Predator guy and the costume opposite, and one of them was that one where it looks like he's getting ready to slap him.
And the one on
What
the top
even is
left,
that in the first one?
I don't know what the obviously had never seen the alien or a naked lady unless it's from a Rob Liefeld.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then the hands. I mean, like it's ridiculous. That's
It's
just
so
ridiculous. Okay.
All
I
right.
hate these kind of posters so bad.
Mhm.
All right. Oh gosh, we're gonna move on to the director.
Make me sick. That and antique furniture. I can't stand the sight of it.
Oh God, really?
What? That's
That
so
must be a line
random.
from a movie or something.
So
That's
here's a
funny.
guy.
Now, a
who-
lot of people don't like antique furniture because they think it's creepy. I like antique furniture, but I'm a weirdo, so I get it. It's quality made. That's all.
I like it because
Sorry.
I keep thinking I'm going to find a hollow leg stuffed with silver dollars, but so far,
There you go. Not
You
yet.
could.
All right.
You
Look at the films this director did. Die Hard.
Nomads.
look, this guy redefined
But Die Hard is
modern
amazing,
action movie.
obviously.
I mean, Die Hard is the template for not just
Mhm.
action movies in general, but also is I think really the beginning of the great modern action movie villain.
Mhm.
Hans Gruber is amazing. And sure, he had a
Mhm.
great actor performing it, but the character himself is really well written. Rickman totally brought his A++ game to it.
Yes.
But that movie's been ripped off, paid homage to a million times. And then this one, another one that, the modern action science fiction movie, this and Aliens, that 1-2 punch pretty much wrote everything. And I'm terribly fond of Medicine Man, more than I should be, because I showed it every year when I taught earth science. So I got to watch it 6 times a year. And I know it by heart. Hunt for Red October is great. Nomads, and the 13th Warrior is actually a fun movie, but it's infamous for being arguably maybe the biggest bomb in Hollywood in terms of
Yeah.
what it cost to what it made. It's
Too bad.
and Krista was saying, I didn't even know anything about. Well, therein lies the
Yeah.
problem. That movie, the budget went way over the top. They didn't know how to
Who's
market
in
it.
it?
Antonio Banderas.
Yes, he was.
Oh God, yeah. I have no idea what that movie. Wow, that's unfortunate.
It was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah,
I
it
like
is
all these
entertaining.
movies here.
But it's got a very generic name. The marketing, I think they knew at this point. They were just throwing good money after bad, and it didn't just bomb, it mega bombed.
Now, I think if they'd have kept the original name of the book, Eaters of the Dead, I think it would have maybe
Would have
done a
sounded
little better.
a lot more interesting. Yeah. I mean,
Well, in hindsight,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. He also did Last Action Hero. Does anybody like that movie?
No.
I did. Yeah, I know it's a piece of crap, but I liked it. Tom Noonan was the villain in that, right?
Who we just lost.
Passed away.
We
Yeah.
just
Also, for recording this,
Yeah.
74 years old.
on Valentine's Day, yeah. Ugh.
So if you're wondering, well, what has he done lately? He got in a little bit of legal trouble.
Rollerball. Okay.
Yeah.
He did go, before we get into that, he did come back to Die Hard. He also did Die Hard for the Vengeance.
Which is an enjoyable entry.
Mm-hmm.
But and then Rollerball came in 2002. And well, that didn't do well for him.
Yeah, apparently he hired someone to wiretap a producer, or I don't know. It seems like an awful lot of trouble for Rollerball. I mean, and spent some time in jail, and that's quite a fall. I think he has come out. I think he did a Chinese movie, but doesn't seem to have been able to return to the.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did a movie called Basic before he had to go off, do some time. Then his next credit is 2017, and it's Ubisoft: The Red Dot, and it's a video.
Just feels like the kind of guy Netflix would hire to do some of their crappy Netflix action movies.
Mm-hmm. Still around. Still could do it.
I saw Hunt for Red October in the theaters, and I went with a group of people. And this isn't a movie that I would have normally seen. This espionage type action film or whatever, but I was blown away by it. I thought it was great. Just Alec Baldwin and
Sean Connery.
Sean
Connery, yeah.
Right.
So he does good movies. I mean, what can you say?
He does good movies. He does.
And I like Medicine Man too, especially Lorraine Bracco. I thought she was beautiful in that.
I like Lorraine Bracco.
Alan Silvestri was the composer.
For Predator. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember who that is, but I remember the name for sure. Mm-hmm. So who is he?
Well, he's done tons. Lately, he's been doing some of the Avengers stuff. He did Captain America, First Avengers, The Avengers. He did the movie Flight. This is just recent stuff. Red 2, Ready Player One, Infinity War, The Predator. He did. Avengers Endgame. The Witches, which came the 2020 version.
Oh, the remake.
But I would say his theme for Predator is on par with Jaws, John Williams' theme for Jaws. I mean, when you hear that, dun, 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 it's a Predator movie.
Yeah,
it's a great theme.
He did the original Super Mario Brothers. Oh my God.
Oh, cool.
Grumpy Old Men.
Gustafson.
Quick and the Dead. There's a good one.
Yeah.
Judge Dredd.
Oh.
Eraser. Volcano. Oh no. Contact.
Is that the Jodie Foster one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just tons and tons. I could. There's Castaway. We'll stop.
I knew as soon as I saw the name with the music too. When I was like, I know that name. That dude has done a lot of shit, but I could not, for the life of me, place it. So that makes a lot of sense. It's kind of a name you don't forget, right? It's a cool last name.
Well, us comic book fans, can't forget it because there's an artist, Silvestri, that,
Yeah.
you know, that's all, every time I see it, I think of him.
Yeah, I do too.
So the cinematographer, Donald McAlpine, I didn't really recognize the name, but he's done crazy stuff as well. I don't want to get too far into it, but lately he did. Let's see. He did the Wolverine, X-Men Origins of Wolverine. He did Peter Pan. Neither of those were successful. Ender's Game. Yeah. So, but there's a lot of good stuff in there too. Well, I'm just kind of glancing over for the genre stuff. But let's move on to the cast with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I love that you have the little AI capture there when they're. That's so funny. You got that. That's one of those ones where they go around and they start taking pictures with all the different.
Oh yeah.
That's not real, right?
Right, it's AI. Well, I mean, if it is, it
Okay,
could be
yeah.
real. No, it's got a code.
Because they didn't take selfies. They didn't take selfies then. Like that was
this is AI. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't have put it there if I'd known that. It's getting so hard to. I thought it was a real behind the scenes thing. I was.
It is getting hard.
Yeah. I love that middle picture, that scene where he just looks at Arnold's skull and look
how
turns inside.
Yeah.
Arnold, like when he shakes Carl Weathers' hand, it's like Arnold is so much bigger than him. You get the feeling, well, this is just the biggest guy ever. And then the Predator just
dwarfs him. Like it's crazy. Like he's crazy.
Arnold played a joke on Jesse Ventura.
What did he do?
He told the wardrobe people to tell him that because they had to measure for costumes that his arm was bigger than Arnold's. Right? So Jesse goes, "I'm gonna bet you a bottle of champagne that my arm's bigger than yours." And then of course he lost.
Set him up. That's funny though. Okay.
It's funny because I'm pretty sure that was an angle in wrestling too, where they would do who's got the biggest arms, and Hulk would always win.
That was the Hulk thing, always 22-inch pythons,
brother.
Oh, look at this collection. I guess these are the films all around the 80s.
Yeah, around the
summer 90s.
Yeah, I mean, just these are every year it was another Arnold winner, and they were more hits than missing.
He was everywhere.
I don't know. A lot of people didn't like it, but I loved End of Days.
I did too.
Arnold versus Satan. Yeah.
But I love supernatural religious films, horror films. Those are some of my favorites. So I loved that too.
It's funny because what's crazy about Arnold is that he's obviously like superhuman, but they cast him in these roles that would have made more sense to be played by more of an everyman kind of character, because it's hard to. The whole idea of Total Recall, here's an ordinary guy who looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger, ordinary guy who finds out that he's part of this big conspiracy and he doesn't know who to trust, and logically you would have cast that with someone who the audience would feel like, oh man, is this guy going to make it? But when it's Arnold, you're feeling almost bad for the villains. There's no way he's not going to beat Michael Ironside. I mean, let's be real here. And yet I
think part of it is because he seems like an everyday guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, like you're right, even with his bodybuilding, but I think part of it is that he has such a strong accent and stuff that helps kind of like bring him down in a way.
It does.
It makes him seem like
what's going on. But
even in Terminator, Cameron wanted to use Lance Henriksen as the Terminator, who was that's a night and day comparison there. But now we only know Terminators as these big bulky things that you can spot from 10 miles away.
But it works. I don't know if you heard me, but no kindergarten Can't do the joke.
Oh,
Kindergarten
Kindergarten
Cop.
Cop. I
Kindergarten Cop,
love
yes.
Kindergarten Cop. Oh, that's adorable. And
Yeah.
it works. He's got some he's really good at having this little innocence to
Mhm.
him. I don't know. It's just this like sweetness.
He
He's got
is one of the
sweetness.
most charismatic actors ever
Mhm.
to walk the earth, and he had to be, because otherwise, it just wouldn't work. But it didn't. He's had a hell of a career.
Twins. Do you remember Twins?
Oh,
Oh my God, I
Oh, yeah.
love
Twins.
Twins.
I
You
wish
know,
they
the
could
thing-
have made
yeah, it's
pickles.
like I'm looking in a mirror.
The thing about Arnold is that he's like a one-man high concept. It's like all he had to say is, okay, we've got a movie called Twins. And they're like, Twins. Okay. And it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Take my money. Just go make that movie. You know, there's
So
no way you could
cute.
miss.
He's still active. Recently, he did 16 episodes of Fubar.
Fubar is awesome.
Oh man, I
That's pretty
love
good.
Fubar.
Yeah. And he followed Jesse Ventura into becoming a governor too. He went into politics.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
And he did a really serious role in a movie called Maggie, where his daughter was slowly turning into a zombie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it was Abigail
he is
Breslin.
capable of acting. I mean, people made fun of him, of course, that he couldn't act worth a lick, and he could act worth a lick. Some more than others. He didn't need to be. He didn't need to be a master thespian to do Conan. He had to look like Conan, and he did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He was perfect in Conan though.
absolutely. Oh,
Part
yeah.
of like his I can't even imagine someone else playing Conan properly.
Well,
I
they
can't
tried,
believe
and
People
they,
did.
They haven't been able to do it.
Jason Momoa.
yeah.
Momoa was a great actor, but yeah, Conan. You need
because there's
something
something there's something I can't explain it.
Momoa
I
even
guess
looks like Conan from the Frazetta paintings.
Yep.
Right.
And he couldn't pull it off like Arnold.
Too early for him. It was too soon. It was too soon for him. He hadn't quite gotten the confidence yet. But I've been wanting a King Conan film forever.
I know.
Well, he's the right age for it now.
Yeah.
John
almost
Milius
too-
had a script, and from what I heard, it sounded pretty good too. But I guess we'll never see it, or we will, but it'll be all AI.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't say that. Stop.
Oh,
All right. Carl Weathers.
I've seen things.
Oh. You were saying something earlier about Carl Weathers was ripped in this.
Yeah, he was. I said they objectified him in this film because his body looks perfect. His body's better than Arnold's. I'm sorry. It's just look at his freaking abs. Okay, y'all. What the frick?
I want to wash my undershirts on those
That's
abs.
crazy. Like he is very low fat here, but they showed his body off a lot, and then it was making me laugh because Mason's like, what? Like, why does he have that on? Like, what?
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's
we
just
lost
funny.
something.
I mean, oh, that's
And I just
yeah,
love
but
that middle shot, which has been memed to death as just put whatever captions you want on the two sides, and it's great.
Yeah, I mean it
the
works,
truth is,
doesn't it? I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
they should have more clothes on. Okay, they have all the.
It's
they have
hot
all
out there,
these sort
Crystal.
of, like,
Think of them.
not only no, actually,
Where's the humanity?
that's such a misnomer that when it's that hot that you should not be wearing clothes. They've got all sorts of freaking flies for
Oh, yeah.
freaking
They'd be eating
malaria
alive.
and also this is
Mosquitoes.
all insane.
Yeah.
This is like
I think if these guys, if a
Yeah.
mosquito landed on these
Mm-mm.
guys and tapped a vein, all they had to do is flex, and it would probably just splat like scanners.
oh no. The mosquito
so funny.
probably couldn't penetrate.
Mm.
No.
Right, yeah, couldn't get through their skin.
That's a little bent one, like in the cartoons.
Moose blood. Make your head
So
blow
that
off.
predator is horrible. It really is
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, the original one. Yeah, got a little tease there of what we're going to talk
You
about. But
see, Carl's also got his arm lopped off there. He's got, I don't know.
I had to do that twice.
How they? I'm kind of wondering, like, I'm thinking
How'd
that's
they
got to
do
be like
it?
a
It looks
fake
good.
arm from the shoulder, because there's
Yeah.
no way. Like I could just bend my arm and you could put some gore here, but I don't think these guys can bend their arms.
Not that far.
Well, he could bend it in though. It could be.
Yeah, it could be like he's in a
could go
cast
in.
or
Could
not
go like
a
like
sling.
this, and then
I had
Mhm.
a friend who was dating a weightlifter, and she broke up with him because he was at the point where he literally could not like reach the back of his own neck because his muscles were so big, his arm could only stretch, could only bend so far. She's like, okay, I can't take this anymore.
That's just not attractive.
Yeah.
How many times do you have to tell him to reach behind your head for something though?
Oh, well, apparently she wanted a lot of it.
I feel like there's so much more to it than the dude's or whoever's body. It's just the fact that they spend so much time and their whole life revolves around that and their diet and everything. I just have no. That's too much work and too much, and it doesn't even. Sorry, it's just not my thing. It may be some people's thing, but it's not my thing for sure. It's just
Of course.
That's why some of us are just working on the old dad bod here.
Master the dad bod.
Reach for another donut.
But Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers, of course, is remembered for Apollo Creed, as Apollo Creed in the Rocky films, and
Happy Gilmore.
And Happy Gilmore, and The Mandalorian. I mean, that was the last thing he did. He was great.
He had a pretty good role in Mandalorian. I liked him in that.
Action Jackson.
Yeah.
Very charismatic.
Jackson. Oh my God! I forgot about Action Jackson.
Wait, is that with Whoopi Goldberg? No, that's Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Yeah,
sorry.
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
I'm sorry, I get that.
You gotta give him credit. He did something that was actually pretty remarkable in Rocky, which is a great movie. It still holds up. He was the villain, but he was a very likable villain. And he wasn't a bad guy. It's just that we're rooting for Rocky and everything, but we respect him. And when you get to that final fight and he's just toying with Rocky and Rocky knocks him down and then they get up and then it turns into an actual battle and he is the better fighter, but Rocky's got heart and everything. I mean, they make it work where you like him, you want him to lose, but you like him. And he was a great character right up to where Drago killed him. Oh, well.
Well, him and Rocky became close friends after.
Yeah, of course. Because they were, warriors respect warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bill Duke. There's a
yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry. This dude is crazy. I love him. He's insane. He's very talented, but crazy.
Now I'm trying to remember Red Dragon. What was his role?
Was he one of the FBI guys?
Either FBI guy or he was the guy who was in, helping take care of Lecter while he was imprisoned.
That was not him. That was he was in quite a few. He was in Silence. He was I can't think of his name now. But no, it wasn't Bill Duke.
Okay.
The character's name is simply called Police Chief.
Oh, well. I mean, he looks like a police chief, doesn't he?
He might have been the police chief.
A police chief in a place that has a low crime rate. And Mandy, I love Mandy. Boy, Mandy is
of course
psycho piece of amazing work.
Mandy reminded me of a 70s dime store novel, pulp novel cover with a story behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
One of those fantasy novel paintings come to life somehow.
Come on.
If they ever legalize drugs, I'm going to drop some acid and watch a double feature of Mandy and The Color from Outer Space.
Oh, yeah.
It'll probably never come down.
Too.
He was
probably understand them better.
Yeah, yeah.
He was in Commando in '85. He was in Action Jackson. We'll name that again. He played a captain in that. So
I don't recall the last. Oh, that's X-Men: The Last Stand. He was. Yeah, he was.
Probably played a general or.
Yeah, he was a bad guy in that too. I think.
He was a detective in Menace to Society. So maybe you guys are
Oh, Menace to
Remember
Society.
that?
I love Bill Duke.
He's cool.
Oh, he was in Car Wash in '76. Oh,
Yeah. Oh my God, I haven't
That's
seen
a-
that in so long.
oh, I watched it probably over the summer, and it's
I remember my brother and I
David's
just
a funny-
laughing so hard when the guys
Yeah.
were taking the pats of butter from the restaurant and flicking them up on the ceiling and watching them stick. I don't know why that's the part that stuck out in my mind the most, but that was just hilarious to me.
crazy. All right. Well, Jesse Ventura.
God, he looks so little. When you see
Jesse
these
the
other guys
pothead.
and then you see him,
Mhm.
he looks so tiny. He really thought his arm was even close to Arnold's. Oh
Well,
my.
Well, he was
He-
pretty
oh
big.
my.
He was pretty
He was
big.
Yeah,
In
but
his prime, he was pretty big. But
that
His ego might have been
tell you-
bigger.
ego might have been bigger.
Yeah.
He was
Mhm.
not a great wrestler, but he was a great pro wrestler. He could work the
Yeah.
crowd. He had tremendous
He was a
charisma.
talker, great talker.
Yeah, and like Roddy Piper, people loved to hate him, which was always the problem because traditionally you have the villains and the good guys, the baby faces and the heels.
Was he a heel?
Oh, he was a heel, but
Yeah,
he was such a good heel, such an entertaining heel that, like Piper, people started cheering him and started not necessarily cheering for the good guy. So then they have to turn him, and that's a problem because most of these guys would rather play a heel. It's way more fun to be a heel, and there's more money in it too. Because a good guy, you're either on top or you're not on top, but a heel can just keep starting feuds and screwing around with one good guy after another. It doesn't have to always be chasing the belt. So the heel was where the money was. And it's also easier to bounce from territory to territory when you just take your heel persona, disappear for a while, then come back. But he also had health issues. I guess he was a Vietnam vet. He'd been exposed to Agent Orange. And that's I think, why he transitioned from being in the ring to being an announcer. And he was one of the best announcers WWF at the time, WWF ever had. Played off McMahon terrifically. I mean, they were a great duo. He was a solid guy.
that he's a piece of.
What? What?
Well, he's
about
quirky.
Jesse?
McMahon.
Oh,
McMahon.
McMahon.
Oh well, no, there's no ambiguity there.
Yeah. Mhm.
Only
Yeah.
scratched the surface.
Yeah.
Jesse did have a kind of little tinfoil hat streak a bit in his politics, but he walked the
like
walk.
him.
He didn't just
Maybe
talk
that's
the talk.
okay.
He ran. Yeah.
He's still entertaining no matter what he's doing now. I
That's
like to watch him.
Yeah.
Abraxas, I remember that.
I think the problem with him as a politician, you find a lot of the times whenever people elect an outsider, and I totally get the appeal of electing an outsider, once they get into power, you realize being an outsider means nobody owes you anything. You don't really have the pull that a seasoned pro has, the favors and everything that they've built up. So it's hard to get anything done. But like I said, he actually walked the walk and got in there. Demolition Man. I loved the Running Man. Him and the Running Man. He was great.
He was one of the guys that was trying to kill Arnold.
Yeah.
The characters they had.
He basically played himself. He was like the commentator who then became one of the hunters. Yeah.
Demolition Man gets such a bad rap sometimes, but I love that movie.
Yeah.
I like Demolition Man. I love Wesley Snipes too.
Yeah.
Oh man. Taxes, man.
He needs to
They'll
have
get
a
you.
full long comeback, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was so Blade,
Yeah.
y'all. I can't tell you how much I love the stupid Blade movies.
Still playing Blade.
It's the only Blade we're ever going to get. So
Yeah,
there's only ever going to be one Blade.
Yeah,
But
Deadpool Wolverine was so good.
Yeah,
He comes walking in. Oh,
Mm.
supposed to see him again.
I guess Marvel's given up on that. So I don't know.
Yeah, that was a faux pas.
Impressive.
All right, Sonny Landham is an interesting.
Okay, I know nothing about him, but apparently y'all do.
Well, yeah.
So.
Well, if you want to get to see more of him, he made a bunch of very colorful movies in the 70s.
And Colorful Hal.
Oh, I see what you're
Colorful
talking
Hal,
about. Okay.
colorful in the you get to see him in all his glory. He made a
Colorful as in no clothes on.
no clothes.
Roger that. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
And
Makes
some
sense.
actually some fairly
Oh,
famous movies.
Yeah, he was in the Warriors.
Yeah,
He was in the
Oh,
Warriors.
yeah.
Kept
he
his
was in.
clothes on.
What was the movie with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte? 48 Hours.
48 Hours? Hmm.
He was one of the bad guys with James Remar. Him and James Remar was.
He was
I
in
can't remember if it was one or two.
minor role in Poltergeist 2 or Poltergeist 1980 and Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort, yeah. That's
Yeah. And going back to Warriors, you guys remember when Michael Beck's character throws the baseball bat to the guy and he knocks him over? That was him.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, so he played one of the baseball guys. What were they called? I forget.
the Baseball Furies.
Furries. Yes.
But this guy is famous for the production companies having to bail him out of jail for fighting in bars after the day's shooting is over, beating people up on set.
Oh no! I'm sorry. He did it to the police officer, not the.
Oh, the police guys. Okay.
The police officer. So I'm correct.
He even tried running for office.
He did run for office as a libertarian, just as like Jesse, but he was kind of out there. And
I'll beat up anybody that doesn't agree with my politics. And that's a promise.
he's like Lawrence Tierney, you hire him and then you're just going to keep bailing him out. But definitely had a presence.
He was in a movie called Happy Days, but it's not Happy Days.
Not those,
That's hilarious.
I would have liked to seen his character go a little bit further in this movie, though.
Me too. Me too. Because he was quiet. He could have done a little bit more. I think they should have shown him doing a little bit more too. Like maybe, showing off his skills better, like tracking or something. I don't know.
Well, he definitely brought a lot to the role. I mean, a presence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the scene that you have down there where he's cutting his chest, that's he's defiant, right?
Yeah.
And
he knows he's going to die.
Well, he's like calling the predator to him. That's why he's slicing his chest open so he can, the predator can see the blood,
Mm-hmm.
And it is a trope, but I do like when we establish someone is a superior fighter, that we don't have to see them die. They did Game of Thrones did the same thing with Arya's swordmaster, who we establish is an absolute badass and can pretty much kick anyone, but he's taking on like three guys with metal swords and he's got a little wooden practicing sword. And when last we see,
that's
he's
the
holding
other
him
guy.
off. Yeah, he's holding him off, and
Yeah,
she runs, and then we hear probably we
little
never
tiny
actually see
dude.
him die. Some diehard fans say he did die. He's actually a faceless man. Whatever, but you didn't want to see this guy die.
I don't think that he. No,
I don't need to
think
see
that
Davy
he
Crockett
died,
get shot at the Alamo. Just pull back.
Fair enough. I agree. Yep.
All right, then we have Elpidia as Anna.
I hope that's not another.
That looks like
AI
another
shot
AI
at
down
the
at the
bottom.
bottom.
It has a.
I just hate you all. Just want to say this out there. Just stop messing with me.
Yeah, they do some funny crap. I mean, there was one with the dancing. They're doing the dancing thing now. Then they did a bunch of zombies doing the Michael Jackson song Thriller.
Oh,
I just watched Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise punch each other out in a.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the fighting one.
And I thought it was a legit movie at first. I'm like, oh man.
That's the troubling thing, because you're an intelligent human being, and there's a lot of people out there that are not intelligent. Obviously, not our audience, who are just going to believe everything, right?
Sure. Well, this is the golden age of getting away with shit, because like if you're filmed, I don't know, having sex with a goat or something, and you're
I know
the
that's messed
Secretary of
up.
State, you're just like, Come on, you know what
That's
they can
not
do with
me.
computers these days. That's not me.
Wow. You take it there, don't you? All right.
You know what you need to
Osculus
do?
obscena.
They sell fake fingers, hollow fingers for magicians. It's an old trick. You stick like a
Oh,
finger
yeah.
in there, and it's got handkerchiefs or whatever in it. And people don't really notice how many fingers you have. You should, if you're going to go rob a bank, buy a bunch of those.
Buy a bunch.
Stick them in your hands.
Don't give people ideas for that.
And then when the footage comes back, it's like, Mr. Mulligan, that is obviously you robbing the bank. I'm like, wow, that does look like.
Look how many
Wait
fingers
a
I
minute.
have.
There's 7 fingers on my left hand. This is some AI slop right there. Yeah. It was murder.
That would be hilarious. Okay.
All right. So what about her? I thought you did a great job.
I don't have a lot to say about her because she's just. I gotta be honest with you. I kind of feel like they felt like they needed to have at least one woman in the film, and so they put her in. So she's kind of irrelevant to me, but I do like her, and I think she did a great job. And I do like that she showed, she was smart and she was figuring things out too. I did like him kicking the weapon away from her, but yeah, she did feel like an afterthought.
Well, she did have to give that exposition that was kind of important for that part of the movie, because nobody else would have known that, but her. So she had.
And also, they use her to illustrate the
code,
the code, for the hunting, because she doesn't have a weapon.
I do like that they shuffled her off though. And I didn't expect that when I first saw it. I figured she was going to be the damsel in distress that he would have to keep rescuing. And that would have really hurt the film, because without having her there, there's no excuse. He's getting his ass kicked because this thing is stronger than him. It's not that he's having to not just defend himself, but protect someone else. And that puts you in a vulnerable position. Having her not there took away that excuse.
Yeah.
So it made the final battle between the two of them literally mano a mano, or mano el predatoro.
Mano y mano.
Yeah, el mano. 3 years of Spanish did a lot of good for me.
But her character is one of the few people who have seen The Predator and live.
Yep.
Her, Danny Glover, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's pretty much it.
Yep. Until you get to some of the weird ones. But then they're doing some weird stuff now. We won't get into that here. But just do one more. Shane Black. We got 2 more actually. But Shane Black, he wrote a lot of scripts and he directed a few really good movies. And he
Just Kiss Bang Bang.
That was a great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Really super well written, great characters. In fact, now it makes me want to go watch that again. That's one of my favorites.
Yep.
Now, the Predator, I didn't care for it too much.
Yeah. But he did come back to the franchise.
Yeah.
Yep. And Iron Man 3. I know a lot of people don't like Iron Man 3.
I like it.
I like Iron Man 3 just fine. Better than Iron Man 2.
Trevor Slattery.
Yes. It's, oh my gosh. And there's that character's still going.
Yeah.
He was
20 years later, Trevor is still a force in the Marvel universe.
I like Shane Black. He feels like one of us who's done well.
He wrote, yes, he does. He wrote Lethal Weapon, Monster Squad, Lethal Weapon 2, Last Boy Scout, Lethal Weapon 3, Last Action Hero, Long Kiss Goodnight, Lethal Weapon 4.
I like Long Kiss Goodnight too.
I do too.
And the last thing is Play Dirty. Did that come out already?
I think Kiss Bang Bang is one of his best films, if not the best film he's done.
Play Dirty was kind of fun.
It doesn't get enough love.
Mark Wahlberg and Lakeith Stanfield.
Never heard of it.
Nah, okay. No, we'll just move on then. Kevin Peter Hall, not Anthony Michael Hall. That would be an entirely different thing, but I love the mix-up.
Seems to have been just universally well liked by everybody.
He's really agile for being so big. To be honest with you, like he's moving in that suit like pretty well, which is for being over 7 feet tall. That it's hard to move when you're that big. Like,
He passed way
Kind of
too young.
Pretty impressive.
Way too young.
Oh.
Oh my God, 1991. That's
What a heart
good.
thing.
HIV from a blood transfusion.
Remember him from the
What?
show Misfits of Science?
What?
Yeah,
God, that sucks. What a shitty fucking hand.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And really, it's not easy to act when you have that much on. But look at the nuances between the Predator and Harry from Harry and the Hendersons.
Yes.
He was a good actor, a good suit actor, which not everyone, being 7'2" is fine and dandy, but if you don't know what to do once you put it on, and we'll talk about the original Predator suit
Here in a second. Yep. It's
Oh,
coming up.
God.
But I mean, Harry from Harry and Anders is another well realized suit. Because when that damn thing smiles, God bless.
Yeah. Now, of course, it's a great benefit to have a suit that's designed by Stan Winston. But still, you could put the best monster suit on someone who doesn't know what to do with it. If you put it on someone like a Doug Jones or this guy, you're going to see it to its full advantage. And he did a really good job. I'm sorry he wasn't with us longer because boy, what a hit he would be at every convention and I'm sure he would have just kept on contributing. There's probably a whole lot of really cool performances that we'll never get to see.
Yeah, he did return for Predator 2, so he did get that one. Stan Winston, we've been throwing his name around a lot.
Sure. I mean, what a guy. Just a great job. He's right up there with Rick Baker. Just great designs, just really cool, memorable creatures that didn't all look the same. He wasn't just good at one thing. And
pretty good director in his own right with Pumpkinhead.
I love Pumpkinhead. That's an unusual thing for a special effects person to make a movie and not do a bad job, because most of the time they are just like, by God, this time they're going to see all my special effects in all its glory, and it's too much.
That's been proven a couple times over. Yeah, I mean, the 80s and the 90s, of course, produced a slew of effects artists that we all came to know and love and followed their, probably like, oh, he's doing that film, I'm going to go see that film because he's doing it, right?
And a couple of them there. If I'm not mistaken, that's Greg Canham maybe on the far left, and Screaming Mad George standing beside him. They're all so young there, I can't remember.
Oh, man.
Maybe that's not Greg Canham. Maybe my eyes aren't working as good. But that is Screaming Mad George.
That's Screaming Mad George for sure.
Yep.
And they definitely saved this movie because
they're really young there. It's hard to like, because I'm like, which one is Greg Nicotero? It could be the long-haired dude. That's what I would think.
None of these guys are Nicotero.
It's
K and B were on
okay.
K and B were on the film, but
yeah, Berger. I don't see Howard Berger or Nicotero in that.
All right. And we've been talking about. I mean, we could go into Stan Winston's films, but we'd be here all night. So we're gonna leave that one, unfortunately.
Okay.
Here's some shots of the original. I haven't seen these shots.
Oh, these are so this was the original
Looks like
design.
a horse.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hey, Predator, why the long face?
Yeah.
And it's like that
horse
disaster head on the bottom is Jean-Claude running around they made it red because that would contrast nicely against, you couldn't use a green suit like you normally would because you're in the freaking rainforest. So they had him in this horrible red suit bouncing around, trying not to step in stump holes or coral snakes. And they were going to key that out to get the effect. And if you go on YouTube, you can see some of the footage, and boy, does it look like pants. It's the worst. And Jean-Claude thought he was going to be able to do his Jean-Claude stuff, bouncing around, lift one leg up in the air. And once they put this suit on, he, could barely waddle. What it looks like. He thought it was ridiculous, and it was, and that was that. So he left.
I was going to say, did he quit or
That's
get
why he left. Is that what happened, or
I think
what?
he just thought it was looking ridiculous. He couldn't do any of the stunts he thought he was going to do. He expected he was going to
Well,
be doing Jean-Claude stuff.
and also like with something on your head and stuff, it's hard to hear. It's hard to hit marks. It's hard to do a lot
yeah,
of things.
no, listen,
completely
he gets a lot
different.
of crap, but I
Mhm.
get it. It's like, you hire someone who can play the piano, then you stick boxing gloves on them. It's,
Yeah, it's
not
kind
gonna
of
be happy.
wild. hmm
But
But
also,
this
that's not a
suit
good design.
is horrible. Yeah,
Oh.
the movie would have been completely different if this had
Yeah,
stayed.
it's got no
So
personality.
Why?
It's got no.
It sounds like he was reading the trivia, and he was removed from the film.
He was probably acting like an a-hole. Like I've heard a lot of bad stories about him. But even still, though, I'm surprised they didn't keep. I wonder what prompted the design change as well. I mean, it was a great move, best move ever. But I mean, it seems like, wow, they had this and pretty much committed to it.
He
And
looks. He looks absolutely miserable.
Now that looks fake.
Carl's is the one with the missing arm, but Jean looks.
Why does it look like half of him's gone?
I don't know. He looks like he has an
got
arm on.
one arm on. He's got one of the arms on.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
But he looks worn out, actually. I don't think this is exactly a good environment for him, probably. He's kind of a diva. I mean, and I get it. Like, let's be real. Jean-Claude Van Damme was very attractive and very pretty. Why would you be putting him in this suit and covering his face? Probably probably weird for him, honestly.
Yeah, you probably thought it was going to be more him than the suit. He probably was sold a very strange bill of goods to get into this.
Yeah, it's and also, why would you spend the money for him? Because that had to be a premium. Here you have freaking Jean-Claude Van Damme and Arnold Schwarzenegger in a freaking movie together, and you're paying a premium for him to put him in a damn suit where no one. The whole thing was kind of a silly thing to do, honestly. Like, it was waste of money. Put a nobody or someone who is going to kill that role in that suit. Don't just take a random actor who's not used to doing that and putting him in a suit. It's not clever.
Thankfully, we got that instead. So
oh, it's like see, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they had that crappy horse head, and they got rid of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Good move. And then they completely my mind is blown. Like, how long did it take to come up with the new concept? How did they hire the new? I need to know details about this, because this is like the time it would have taken to like do all the changes, and then when did they film it, and how much had they filmed? How much did they have to read? I've got questions. I've got so many questions. Like, it's like my brain is like, whoa. And with a big mess up like that, they still were only at 15 million. That's wild.
Yeah. So here's what I found. The original Predator creature was created by Richard Edlund and was a disproportionate, ungainly creature with large yellow eyes and a dog-like head, and nowhere near as agile as necessary for what they had intended. Call was put out for a new alien creature costume. Rick Baker put in a bid, but ultimately they consulted with Stan Winston, who had previously worked with Arnold Schwarzenegger on The Terminator. While on a plane ride to Fox Studios alongside James Cameron, Winston sketched monster ideas, and Cameron suggested he had always wanted to see a creature with mandibles, which became part of the Predator's iconic look. So it looks like a lot of individuals, a lot of different cooks went into making this soup.
Because really, that makes it so iconic. Yeah, that's awesome. And and just the way it that's crazy.
It's funny how how close some really good things came to being disasters, but then somebody made a good decision, and we see what we see. It's amazing. All good movies ever work when you look at how close. Particularly the original Star Wars, how the edit just completely saved that movie.
And Jaws, look at Jaws, how they had.
Oh
yeah.
All right. Well, the franchise has thrived and thrived even more so in the past year or two or three. 87, of course, was this film, The Predator, and Predator 2 was 1990. The Alien versus Predator films, 2004 and 2007. Predators, which is an interesting film, is 2010. The Predator, 2018. Prey came out in 2022 and was much better than the Hulu only streaming release that I got. Killers is an animated film, came out last year, I think it was like late spring or summer. And
June 6th.
yeah, does it say June 6th on there? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I see it now that you said it, and it's so much better than you could ever hope for. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend catching it. And of course, Predator Badlands came out, and
that's a different kind of Predator film for sure.
Yeah.
Which one? Badlands?
Badlands.
Badlands.
Yeah,
I liked it, but it wasn't. It was sort of. I liked it a lot, but it was like a Disney-fied version of.
Yeah, I was about to say
movie.
very safe, like
Yeah,
kind of.
it's like a family Disney Predator.
Mhm.
I feel like I would have liked it better if it had been not Predator, but another alien.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's
wow.
kind of like some of the Die Hard movies where they weren't Die Hard movies, but then they said make it a Die Hard movie. It's like, okay, we're going to put the Die Hard guy in there, and now it's a Die Hard film.
But I think
But
they tried to
I
do
don't-
something different than.
Yeah, I
what
do
they've been
think there's
doing
more
with it.
potential here because I love historical science fiction, historical horror, and historical fantasy. So if someone ever says, "Yeah, we're gonna do Predators versus the Roman Legion, Predator versus Zulus, Predator,"
that would be
versus,
fun.
like, okay,
Mhm.
you got me.
Yeah, that's the
That's
more
why
the
Prey
reasons to do.
worked. I mean, like Prey was
Mhm.
really cool. It was a
Yeah.
great concept. I mean, they can literally span,
Sure.
all of human existence. So the only thing I haven't seen on this is Killer of Killers, but I like every single one of these films.
Mhm.
So just so you know,
You'll love
I
Killer
like-
of Killers.
Yeah, it
all
goes
of the
through
Predator
three different eras, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and it also ties into Prey and
yeah.
Predator if you look real hard, right?
Yeah, if you stay till the end. It's done. The animation style reminds me a lot of the Spider-Verse films.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
If you've seen those, you'll know what kind of animation it is.
Yeah.
But it's a great film. Dan Trachtenberg is the guy that's been doing all these, and if he's going to continue to do Predator films, I think it's in good hands because I like what he's been doing so far.
Yeah, they are doing a Prey 2. It was confirmed last August, and it does have a release date, but I can't find it. But anyway, and Trachtenberg is returning for that, and I think Badlands is getting a sequel.
Oh, that'll be cool. On both ends.
Because I mean, they set it up, right?
Yeah.
Right, Chad?
Yeah.
The last scene.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's my mom.
Look, it's smart. In a way, I'm totally with Chad. I still love the film, but it is very sweet. But it's smart to kind of do that because then you can hit a younger audience, and so you can make younger audiences like fans of this too to keep that stuff going.
Yeah.
Because I think it's PG-13 even too. So
Yeah.
Well, there's no human blood. Everything's either yellow or
Green.
white.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
green,
yeah.
white,
Yeah.
green or white. And even I think the other aliens like purple. there's no red blood anyway.
Which is so it's wild. It's interesting though how the red makes all the difference because we've talked about it in films before from the 80s. They changed the blood color in one of the Puppet Master films because the red would have sent it over the edge in one scene. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And a lot of the
red.
kills in Badlands were robots, basically.
And,
or
which is
artificial beings.
Yeah.
it's kind of that is such BS to me that it doesn't count. Okay, like because I feel differently about that kind of stuff. I would be the one fighting for freaking sense and stuff. Okay, I've got real issues. I'm like, don't be mean to him, even in video games. I'm messed up. Okay, whatever.
Chad, I think they preferred the term synthetic. All right. Well, I think
I'm not worried about them.
I think we've officially talked about this movie longer than the movie. I think, what is it, like
Yeah, I think we're at that.
hour
point.
40 something?
Hour and 50. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an hour 47 minutes. So we are, we're just over it as we recording this. But let's we're going to move on. I hope you appreciated our review. We'd love to hear from you, our listeners. If you're still with us, oh God, thank you for hanging out this long. But you can reach us at feedback@gruesomemagazine.com, or you can leave a comment here on YouTube or on Facebook, Instagram, or even the website. But we'd love to hear from you.
We'll read it.
Yep. And we do have some feedback, which I don't think we can do all of it tonight. We went over long, so some of it's
Yeah, there's no way.
pay attention to this. But we'll get that going, and you can also, before we move into it, you can catch these episodes on our Patreon account very early, sometimes 2 weeks early, and sometimes we're running a little late and it'll be a week early, but you get them prior to when they get released, and pick up some conversations there. It's a lot of fun. But let's start off with some comments on the horror show. This is Andy L. Chad, why don't you do this one?
All right. Andy says, "Hi, Doc. Since Jeff is on sabbatical, I figured I'd write to you. Don't have much to say about horror show. I saw it once years ago on cable, and nothing particularly stands out about it in my memory. As to Bill's comment about Lawrence Tierney and his lamenting that there isn't a movie of older tough guys like him, Robert Mitchum, Oliver Reed, and a movie together against younger tough guys and kicking their butts, it brought to mind VFW from 2019. Great movie.
Oh, I love
Fun movie,
Yeah.
for sure.
Which basically did that, but with a lot more recent group of older tough guys like Fred Williamson, Stephen Lang, William Sadler, George Wendt, not quite Richard Burton, Peter O'Toole, etc., but still a fun one.
Yeah.
In their own way.
Jeff is missed, says you, but the crew is still doing a good job in carrying on. Over the years, the lineup of decades has changed, but always continues to be a good time. Andy L. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Andy. Didn't Bagos? Yeah, Bagos, I think, directed VFW. I loved that movie. That was fun. Simple.
Yeah, it was good movie.
All right. Now we have a couple comments on episode 303, Hell Night. Crystal, why don't you do Joe Tuber 72?
I wrote a prequel fan fiction script on Spec, Garth Manor. Oh, that's cool. Yay. The original director of Hell Night loved it. However, the producer is trying to make a sequel, but since he's like 88 years old, that probably won't happen.
Oh, man.
That would
good
be
luck,
awesome.
Joe. Yeah, that sounds good. Hope it works out.
I mean, they could get a different producer. I mean, unless he owns the rights to the movie. I'm not sure. I guess it would depend who owns the rights to it, but it's probably the producer. Maybe. Yeah, that's unfortunate. 88, tell him to pass the torch.
Yeah. It's time.
I know what it's like to write a sequel / remake of a older film and have the rights kind of mess things up.
Oh, they're not cheap. They're not cheap.
No.
And they don't last forever. So you got to strike while the iron's hot, and you can't let little things like worldwide pandemics get in your way, but they often do.
Yeah.
All right, our last comment. I'm tired, and okay. Comment is from Caleb Croft. What was that? 06T? Okay.
Oh, 60.
All right, Bill. What does he have to say?
Caleb Croft says, Hell Night is an 80s classic. Part of the charm is the atmosphere and suspense. Thumbs up in my book.
Thumbs up indeed.
Cool. Thanks, Caleb.
All right. That's our feedback for tonight.
We're not going to read. Okay. This is the Hell Night one. Yeah. All that, and then the okay.
Yeah, there's two books that we have to read. We'll have to do those on another night. You know who you are. We'll continue. Time ran out. I apologize. All right, but we want to thank Andy L, Joe Tuber, and Caleb Croft. Our next episode is coming up in 2 weeks, and the topic is chosen by Chad. Chad, tell us about this wonderful 1989 film you have selected.
We are going to do The Dead Next Door, but we're also going to have a special guest, hopefully, a member of the cast who played a zombie.
Whoa.
We'll keep it on the down low right now. But tune in and find out.
Yeah. All right. Well, to speed things along, Bill, Chad, Crystal, thank you for joining me. This was a lot of fun. I knew it would be. Great choice, Crystal.
Yes, great choice.
Yeah,
Sure
I'm so
was.
glad we did this. I can't believe we hadn't. So, yay. Sorry, Jeff, that you missed this one. But, yeah.
Hope you're having fun in California,
That's
sunny
right.
California.
Yeah.
All right. With that, let's say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Gruesome Magazine.